Hello guys, now I will give you a very short demo of my model. So my model basically works on 10 important factors which are the cost drivers of my model. So those includes team member, stakeholder, team relationship, system complexity, organization context, sprint context, and risk. So prior to sprint planning meeting, the agile team will sit together and configure my model to be used for the upcoming sprint. So for example, if they want to set the values for team members, so then first they need to tell that how many members are participating in the implementation of the story points. So and then they need to set the level of expertise and of experience against each team member. So, for example, if you see high expertise, so this is the qualification for high expertise. And if we talk about inadequate expertise, so this is the qualification for that. And based on these expertise, the team can choose the rating of from the given one. For example, high rating under high expertise, moderate rating, low or very low. The same case is here that if team wants to know that if their member one is proficient, so how they can choose from the given this values. And likewise, they need to set all these factors, keeping in view the criteria in mind, for example, for organization, for sprint and risk. Okay, so guys, on the back of this Excel sheet, this table is working. So if you see here, that here are those factors, all important factors which are being considered for this model. And here are actually their ratings, and these are their weightage values. Okay, after after configuring all these parameters, now the team will come to the second Excel sheet, and this is giving that, for example, for project alpha, these are the team settings regarding their cost drivers, and based on these settings or and these ratings and values, the model will calculate human impact, team capability, organization efficiency index, team productivity, and based on these values, the model will calculate technical factor and the environmental factor, which both multiplied and give the effort factor. So then, now for instance, this model is implemented in 5 sprint. So effort factor will remain the same for all sprint, while here is actually the learning factor is calculated, and this learning factor is the same thing which I have explained, that this is by one of the contribution for this model, that I have included the learning factor feature in my existing model. Okay, after calculating learning factor, if we add EF and learning factor, they will give us COEEMO effort adjustment factor, which will be multiplied by total estimated story points. So for example, if I talk about sprint one, so team has estimated 96 story points, which they are going to implement within sprint one. But my model has suggested that team based on these parameters can only implement 83 story points. So to implement the suggested, most suggested story points, now team has different option. One option could be that they can drop 2 stories from the committed story points of sizes 8 and 3, or they could drop only a single story of size 11, depending upon the business value and the team consensus. So this way, this model works, and the model has a capacity or capability to inform the team that whether they have overestimated story points or they have underestimated story points. Thank you very much for watching my video.